time for another daily reading challenge. So in today's challenge, I'm going to be filling my day with lots of reading sprints, shorter ones and longer ones, to see if it will help me read. So I'm very excited for today. It's like 9 a.m. in the morning, so I've still got the entire day. But before we continue, I am so excited to announce that this video is again in collaboration with Book of the Month. So if you don't know, Book of the Month, they are an amazing US-based subscription service for readers, and every single month that team picks a couple of their most favorite new releases. They release them as these beautiful hardcovers, and you can order one or more of them and they will be delivered right to your doorstep. But something excited about this month is that they've actually started out with a new bookish podcast. It is called the Virtual Book Tour, and basically they chat in front of a live audience with some of their Book of the Month authors, and Brianna and Jared from the editorial team at Book of the Month, they chat to the authors, ask for fun stories about the writing, what inspires them, and just give you amazing book recommendations. You can listen to the podcast via Spotify or Apple Podcasts. They are currently the #1 new podcast in the arts category on Apple, as well as the #4 new podcast in the Spotify arts category. But of course, let's also chat about some of the books that you can pick for the month of June. The first one is called The Lifestyle. Part glitzy Manhattan fairy tale and part loving homage, right? And part loving homage to Jane Austen. The Lifestyle follows Georgina Wegman as she dives headfirst into the New York City swinger scene in an attempt to save her marriage and meddle in everyone else's. The next is Woman of Light, a dazzling epic of betrayal, love, and fate that spans 5 generations of an indigenous Chicano family in the American West. The next is The Lies I Tell. This is about a woman named Meg Williams, or Maggie Littleton, or Melody Wild, because she uses different names for the same person depending on the town and depending on the job. So she's a con artist. This one looks amazing. The Stardust Thief. Neither here nor there, but long ago. This is a fantasy. Things We Do in the Dark. It says, when Paris Peralta is arrested in her own bathroom, covered in blood, holding a straight razor, and her celebrity husband dead in the bathtub behind her, she knows she'll be charged with murder. So these are some of the books that you can pick for the month of June, and the best thing is you can get your first book for only $9.99 if you use the code BRIT. So check out the link in my description. Do keep in mind that Book of the Month currently only ships to the US. However, the majority of you guys that are watching are from the United States, so many of you can enjoy this offer. And if you want to skip a month, that is also no problem at all. They are completely risk-free, so you can just stop your subscription and start up whenever you want again, and you won't be charged. So excited about all of these books. I won't be reading one of these books today. However, I will be reading a different one, namely A Visit from the Goon Squad, written by Jennifer Egan, or Egan. I received this one as a birthday gift from one of my best friends, Natalie. Thank you so much, Nat. And I'm very excited to start reading it today. It says it's a National Book Critics Cycle Award winner of 2011. A Visit from the Goon Squad vividly captures the moments where lives interact and where fortunes ebb and flow. Egan depicts with elegant prose and often heart-wrenching simplicity the sad consequences for those who couldn't fake it during their wild youth, madness, suicide, or prison, in his captivating, wryly humorous story of temptation and loss. This is a very vague description, but I will keep you updated. I believe this takes place in like a couple of eras ago, and it's about like music, because you see music. Yeah, like musical notes. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting out a 15-minute reading sprint, and every new reading sprint that I start, like it won't be continuously doing reading sprints, but just like throughout the day I'll be doing reading sprints, and every time I will add 15 minutes to it. So the first one will be 15 minutes, then 30 minutes, then 45 minutes, and so on. So I'm curious to see if this will help me with just like reading more and, you know, being able to concentrate more on my book, because I'll be using the app Forest. There are many more apps like this, but I really like Forest. You can basically start a timer and then a little tree will grow, and if you stop the timer or if you go to a different app, the tree will die. So it really motivates you to not go to different apps when you're, you know, doing one of these sprints, or like when you are using one of these timers. So I'm going to be starting my timer for 15 minutes. I'm going to just get myself a cup of tea and I'm going to start reading. So I hope you're going to enjoy this vlog. Please do give it a thumbs up. And also, if you've got any ideas for different reading challenges that I can do, definitely let me know in the comments. Okay, so it's actually the next day. We're just gonna pretend it's yesterday 11 a.m. while it's actually today 11 a.m. because yesterday I started the vlog and I was very excited, but I just didn't really have my day. You know, it just wasn't the best day. So I decided to just give up for now. I just couldn't really focus, and I only read for like 45 minutes in the morning. I did one 15-minute reading sprint and then one 30-minute reading sprint. However, I just couldn't focus, so I only read 24 pages. But today we're going to continue. So my next reading sprint will be 45 minutes. Yes, 45 minutes. I'm going to be delivering some packages today because I planned on doing like an entire reading day yesterday. So today I still had lots of things on my to-do list, but it will be fine. I'm going to deliver the packages, and then once I get back, I'm going to do a 45-minute reading sprint. I'm very intrigued by this book already. You're just starting to get to know the characters. Not a lot has happened yet, but you just learned about this woman and this man, and she's working for this music producer, and this woman is kind of having some issues with, like, she's always tempted to steal things. So we'll see where this is going. It's about this musical producer as well, and it takes place in like a studio or at this moment, and you follow two different perspectives, so from the guy and the girl. So we'll see what will happen. Okay, I'm going to be doing a couple of things of my to-do list, and then I'll see you with another reading sprint. Okay, I'm just prepping some lunch. These are some chickpeas. I'm just going to use half of this, but I will be using half of this tomorrow for my salad, because I want to make a salad with some crispy chickpeas. So we've got chickpeas and then some olive oil, some paprika powder, some salt, pepper, basically anything that I don't really have a recipe. I just put whatever herbs, you know, I feel like putting on there. I'll just put on there. This is going to go in the oven for like 30-40 minutes, something like that, and then I'll be doing my 45-minute reading sprint. It is the next day. I just want to give you a final update on my reading. So first of all, I read until page 145 of the book. I am enjoying it very much. I had to get used to it a bit because the writer is not using any punctuation. So sometimes in some chapters, which I just noticed, look how strange. Why? I just noticed this. For example, right here, when they're talking, like, are they right now? I go softly. There's no punctuation. However, here, there is. I'm a little bit confused right now. I only just noticed it. Like, I got totally used to it, so I didn't really think about it anymore. But it depends on the point of views from the people. Oh whoa. Oh wow. It just, like, I suddenly just noticed it, that some of them have punctuation and some chapters don't. But I'm enjoying it a lot. I like the fact that they're kind of jumping between time periods as well as the perspectives, like the point of views of the characters. And I'm just enjoying reading more about, like, the music and, you know, the work that they're doing. So as of right now, I'm enjoying it a lot, and I'm excited to continue reading. And I would like to show you how much I read in total. In total, I read 3 hours and 45 minutes, which is so great. And the last reading sprint that I did was like 75 minutes. So I can really feel like this is helping me just definitely, like, not going on my phone. And even though I can still, like, I can go on my laptop if I want to, if I'm just lying down and I'm reading my book, I don't really feel like getting up. So I am very happy that I tried out this challenge of like doing reading sprints and also making them longer each time. Because a 15-minute reading sprint is fairly easy. However, like an hour-long one was sometimes a bit difficult, but because I couldn't go on my phone, like, you know what I mean? I could, but I didn't want to, and otherwise my tree would die. It just helped me focus a lot. And even though I sometimes got up to just, you know, do something else, I still managed to get back to my book instead of go on my phone. So this was a very successful reading challenge, even though I had to split it in 2 days. But I think it's important to just listen to how you feel, listen to how your body feels, and if you don't feel like it, just don't do it and, you know, do it for the next day. So that is what I did. So I really hope you like this challenge. Also, let me know in the comments if any of you have read this book, because I have never seen it around actually on BookTube or anywhere else. I'm very curious if anyone has read this book. And let me know if you know any other fun reading challenges. And if you want to comment something but you don't know what to comment, comment a musical note emoji, because this is all about music. I also just realized that I hope that I don't have any Nutella on my face because I just had lunch. And Nutella is always very messy. If it's like, I put it on my warm toast and then it gets all melty and then it's like everywhere. But I don't think so. But yeah, okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye.